Hey everybody, this is Ms. Ladd again, and I'm coming to you with a quick little information about how to do this assignment. So you're going to be presented with 10 different artboards. Each artboard is worth 2 points. That means a total of 20 points on this assignment, tracking, letting, and kerning. So I have an example here for you. This example does not show up in your file. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of look at this, analyze it, and think about like, well, is this too close together, line by line? See here, we can see some collisions, so there might be an issue with letting. Maybe some like spaces that seem kind of weird, like this copy might be kerning specifically, and then everything's super tight on this text. So it could also be that we have issues with tracking. All right, so let's fix these things. As you can see over here, I have the text tool selected. I have my text area selected. You can see all the different artboards on here. But the main thing I want to fix or, to focus on are these areas. So there's the font size, this is what's called the letting, and this is what's called, this space here is for kerning, and this space here is for tracking. So the tracking might not be terrible, but maybe we should look into the tracking overall. So like over here we have -32. Well, maybe the whole page should be, whole paragraph, I should say, should be better served with something more standard. So if we just go ahead and go back to the arrow here, and this whole paragraph, we can just click on the big selection. Let's see here. Let's try putting our, see, as we kind of play around with this, you can see like it gets bigger and spaced better. 48's not bad. So let's do 48. I think that's where it was. That is where it is. But it looks better than what it did a minute ago. See? Kind of weird. So let's try like 60. So you can kind of see a little bit of a preview here. See this little thing? That means there's not enough room in this paragraph for that item. So we'll fix that in a minute. But first, just kind of like, okay, how do we make this look decent, right? And more readable, because it was super cramped. So you can adjust those things. Here we have kerning. I can see like this content here, there's a little bit of a space between the C and the O. So let's go back to the text tool. I'm going to click in here and see what I can see for the kerning. Okay, it's 100. So that's probably not what we need. So let's go ahead and click here and maybe put it back to 0 and see if that's better. That looks a lot better. So let's find all the places where the C and the O are and fix them, put them to 0. Let's see, where's another one? There's one, and contents. Put that back to 0. Then the next thing to worry about is the tracking. Tracking is what kind of makes all of the letters super close together, as opposed to far apart. So let's go ahead and click on this guy, -32. That means they've been like squished in together. So let's try 0 and see kind of how that works. I'm not seeing a lot of change here. Let's maybe put 5 on here. Well, I know what my problem is. I'm inside here. I need to be on the whole thing for tracking. So let's see. Yep. So this is like negative. This is 5. There's a nice little bit of spacing there, but you can see it'll give you a little bit of a preview to see kind of how it works. I'll put it on 10 right now. And again, we've got this little thing here. So maybe we want to change our font size down to like 48 maybe. We still have this little red thing here saying there's more content. So we can either change the font size to like 36 maybe, 24, 36. Well, that'll definitely fit everything inside. You shouldn't have to worry about that too much. But that is something that you may have to worry about in the future. So these are things that you can play around with. This is in the properties panel. That's where you find this information. Okay, that's pretty much it. I want you to kind of go through and fix all the problems and then tell me what problems you fixed. So I'm just going to go up here to text and see how we've got lorem ipsum. This is kind of talking about lorem ipsum. So what did I fix on this text? I fixed some kerning. I fixed the leading. And I fixed the tracking. Okay. I'll just pull this down to the line. And that's it. That's how I want you to handle each page. All right. If you have any questions about this, let me know. That's it. Happy rendering, everyone.